Your last one was about 2162. It wasn't necessarily the goal years coming in, but on the horizon to complete it. Just how good is that? Just given, I guess, the grind of it to actually complete the feat.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of it. I am. I think, obviously, with the 18 clips I do, it's not as much of a physical grind as other guys do, but the mental grind is still there. There's days when it's been a rough stretch, and there's a really good guy on the mountain the next day, and it'll be pretty easy to kind of want to take that day and reset. But just having the kind of fortitude to stick with it and grind through it and go through those tough times is something that I am proud of.
New goals to compete for the playoffs fall short, but obviously the numbers speak for themselves. Kind of the second half is what's kind of feeling going into this offseason for next year.
A lot of excitement, I think. I think when you look around the room, they're the kind of guys that kind of establish themselves this year as real pieces on a roster that can compete with those teams that made the playoffs, and that's what we're looking to do. I think we really performed the last, specifically 3 months, is pretty indicative of who we are as a team, and we're excited to go back to work this offseason and come into spring training with higher expectations than we even had this year.
I understand that stats aren't everything, but your season this year, you have 40-plus doubles, 30-plus home runs. Where do you take accomplishments like that and try to expand on them and feed on them for next season and years to come?
Yeah, good numbers. I kind of reflect back on this year, and there's a lot of things that I'm proud of, a lot of things that I feel like I accomplished, a lot of things I think I did well, but there's still a lot that I think I could have done better this year, and that's kind of what I'm looking to address this offseason is go in and get back to work just like I have in the past. I'm not satisfied with what I did this year. Like I said, I think I can be better, so my goal this offseason is to go in, improve on some things, and come in stronger next year.
Emotionally, how difficult was that stretch in May and early June? And how do you think about the way you guys bounce back?
Yeah, I mean, losing that many in that short amount of time is tough. It's never a fun time, but just kind of speaking within these walls, like I'm proud of how our guys handled it. I'm proud of how we bounced back. I'm proud of how we played after that. I'm proud of how guys used it as an opportunity to learn kind of what it means to fail at this level and how you go about failing and then find success on the other side. And I think when we kind of look back on that stretch over these next several seasons, I think we're going to look at it as a net positive. That it's something we experienced and learned from and grew from, and ultimately made us better as a group.
Like just watching creates all year and obviously finishes here with the home. Just obviously there's a bunch of young guys on this team that are maybe geared up for success. What he was able to do.
Yeah, it's pretty special to watch. It's kind of what I imagine it looked like when you're watching generational type hitters begin their career. Just the advanced approach, the advanced field of hit, and the just kind of sheer raw brute force that he also has in terms of strength and bat speed and things like that. So it's a lot of fun to watch him, and I'm looking forward to hitting either in front of or behind him for the next several seasons.
When you have a second half like this that makes it look like this could be a potential playoff team next season, does that provide a little bit of, not incentive, but like more motivation to go into the offseason and get ready for the next year?
I think so. I think when you feel like you're as close as we feel we are, that does give you the extra push to go in and really focus in and hone in on those things that you think you can improve on to make yourself better as an individual, which in turn is going to affect the group in a positive way.
What do you think about Conte and the coaching staff keeping it all together, doing that stretch and being able to turn around that part?
Yeah, I think it speaks volumes to the type of leader that Conte is specifically, and the way he was able to kind of lead us through that time, stay positive, stay as encouraging as he can be to get us on the other side of it and having success on the other side of it as well. I think when you have anytime managing a group of people is difficult. There's different personalities, there's different ways guys handle failure, and he does a very good job of handling all those different styles and personalities and giving us all the best chance possible to have success.
What do you learn about this place is just a hitter's ballpark? I mean, the numbers would say it's pretty hitter friendly. How would you sort of describe it?
Yeah, I mean, ball flies clearly. Hit it in the air to the full side. Normally, good things happen. That's universally true at most stadiums. Here it might just be a little bit more true. But we obviously know that, like coming into next season, there are no more surprises. We know how to go about our day-to-day business here, we know what our routines look like, we know how the field plays and everything else. So we think it's going to be an advantage for us coming into 26.
All right. Thank you, Brent.